Welcome to a journey through the dark and eerie corners of New York City. Beneath the towering skyscrapers and the bustling crowds, there lies a hidden world of shadows and whispers. A world where reality blurs with nightmare, and where the past refuses to die. Brace yourself for 6 spine-chilling stories that will haunt your dreams, each one a glimpse into the abyss that lurks beneath the surface of the city that never sleeps.
The air hangs heavy and humid, thick with the metallic scent of ozone. A lone commuter waits, his face illuminated by the harsh fluorescent glare. A chill tells him he is no longer alone. A shape begins to form behind him. A shifting, inky silhouette reaches toward him. He closes his eyes, and when he opens them, the platform is empty. He is safe in his bed, until he sees a dark figure at the foot of his bed.
A lone jogger, her breath misting in the crisp night air, pauses, drawn to a hauntingly beautiful melody drifting through the fog-shrouded trees. The deeper she ventures into the heart of the park, the more the familiar paths seem to twist and turn, leading her further astray. The music grows louder, the mournful strains of a violin, played with a passion that borders on despair. A figure, tall and gaunt, its features obscured by the swirling mist, stands before her. She turns to flee, her heart pounding in her chest, the mournful wail of the violin echoing after her as she runs, barely escaping the spectral musician's grasp.
The building had a strange energy, a suffocating silence broken only by the creaking pipes and the landlord's unnervingly cheerful smile. The new tenant felt a chill as she entered her apartment, the air thick with the scent of mildew and something faintly metallic. She'd ask about the previous occupant, but the landlord always quickly changed the subject, his smile becoming strained, his gaze darting nervously towards the apartment door. One night she saw her, a young woman, her face pale and drawn, staring at her from the peephole. The next morning the landlord swore the apartment had been empty for years. Standing in her bathroom, she caught her reflection in the mirror, but instead of her own tired eyes, a wide, grotesque grin stared back at her, the reflection remaining even after she covered her own face with her hands. Chapter 4. The Statue That Moves. A lone security guard making his rounds, his flashlight beam cutting through the darkness that cloaked Liberty Island. He paused, his blood turning to ice as he saw it. The colossal Statue of Liberty, its copper skin gleaming faintly under the moonlight, was turning. Slowly, deliberately, it shifted its gaze towards him. He ran, his heart pounding against his ribs, the ground seeming to tilt beneath him, the statue's haunting silhouette looming ever closer. He threw himself behind a building, his chest heaving, the metallic taste of fear heavy in his mouth. As he dared to peek out, he saw the statue standing still once more, its back to him. But just as he breathed a sigh of relief, the torch blazed to life, bathing the island in an eerie, otherworldly light.
Chapter 5. The Haunted Hotel Room. The hotel room was opulent, its plush carpets and silk drapes whispering of a bygone era. But beneath the luxurious veneer, a palpable sense of dread hung heavy in the air, a lingering chill that even the central heating couldn't quite banish. I tried to ignore the flickering lights, the whispers that seemed to emanate from the walls themselves, the growing feeling that I wasn't alone. One night, I awoke to find a shadowy figure standing by my bed, its eyes glowing with a malevolent light. I screamed, but the figure merely smiled, a cold, cruel expression that sent shivers down my spine. The next morning I checked out, desperate to escape the room's suffocating terror, unaware that in the reflection of the polished silver tray by the door, I now stood, a ghostly specter forever trapped within the room's luxurious confines.
Chapter 6. The Brooklyn Bridge Spectre. Fog rolled in thick and heavy, shrouding the Brooklyn Bridge in an eerie, spectral silence. A lone car, its headlights cutting through the gloom, made its way across the bridge, my knuckles white on the steering wheel. A figure materialized from the fog, its clothes ragged, its face obscured by the swirling mist, directly in the car's path. I slammed on the brakes, the car skidding on the slick asphalt, the figure passing through the car, leaving an icy chill in its wake. The figure reappeared in the passenger seat, its eyes hollow, its voice a mournful whisper that seemed to claw at the edges of my sanity. I pressed my foot down hard on the accelerator, the engine roaring in defiance, fleeing across the bridge, the specter's laughter echoing after me, a chilling reminder of my brush with the other side.
These are just a few of the many dark tales lurking in the shadows of New York City. Tales whispered in hushed tones, passed down through generations, each one a chilling reminder that even in the brightest of cities, darkness always finds a way. Remember, the next time you visit, you might just become part of the story, your own experience adding another layer to the city's dark and twisted tapestry. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling tales.